Tá, eu achei que realmente ia vir todo mundo ao mesmo tempo. Véi, como é que eles conseguiram fazer isso em um bottom?
Ele nem viu, Ludmilla. Ele tá com a negócio aqui no ouvido. Ele não escuta, não. Outro vídeo, vai. Vai dar beijo? Dá beijo lá. Bora, bora.
É.
Ele tá dizendo que ele pode dar beijo. Então dá, olha lá. Isso, aí tá alto, aí vai no braço. É bom?
Mano, eu voltei a jogar, eu já zerei o jogo acho que umas 5 vezes.
Maybe they just...
You're right.
What?
Go. Before I reconsider.
Okay.
This is embarrassing, but I don't know the way to get back in. Except, you know, the customary way.
That's quite all right. I do. In the name of Persephone the Queen, open the gates! I spent many days tending this garden. Or nights? Quite difficult to tell the time here. Cerberus?
Ah, então aqui que é aquele lugar.
Cerberus, I missed you.
I'm sorry. Know that I am sorry.
Hades, you look tired.
Gods grant me your power!
I guess they're testing me. Round.
I can't. I'm out.
Did I win? No way, a membership card for me? Useful.
Our sworn enemy. Ah, it's finally time, Mysterious. He's here. Aren't you now, you vile
Oh, this is unfair. That's a bronze-plated Macedonian Taulanda. What's an obnoxious bellyacre like you doing with the most durable chariot created to date?
You don't deserve to know. Suffice it that Asterius and I were handsomely rewarded once again.
E agora eu tô pobre em vida. Pior que o Hades eu já sei que ele vai ter uma terceira vida.
I can still fight.
Are you serious? By the power of Skelly. I can't.
What more? Darkness.
Not yet.
Caralho,
Do
velho.
not become too prideful.
Fiend! You hit me!
Ok. Ok.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just showing you. I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the
I
other video.
understand. I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end, it sounds kind of like a.
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying fuck you,
It's not malicious.
then what is that?
My intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
This video is
So-
at 11:12 when it starts, so was he in there for like a long time prior to
No.
recording this?
Someone about her, which creates an absurd yet hilarious moment.
So, is the texting thing something about me? Like, what's...
The what? Texting? Oh no, I'm texting.
So, I have one last question. You realize you're the person that killed him, right?
I thought about that.
Okay, you left him in a bag when he's begging you, saying, I can't breathe, let me out, and you said, fuck you.
Not intentionally.
You got up, and you went up to bed.
You all,
Please sit down.
listen to me. I did not intentionally kill him.
I got you on video screaming, fuck you.
This is what it feels like when you're choking me. There's still feelings towards it.
Eu imaginei eu recebendo curso permanente.
Flip the bag around several times.
I didn't do that intentionally. No, why would I do that?
Well, you
Good
told us
question,
you
you
did
did.
it.
When he was upside down.
Right.
But you had to put him upside down.
You can't get in a suitcase upside down because
It had to been on its back with the lid open for him to get in there, for you to zip it up. Then it shows it on the other side with him in it, so you had to flip it to there.
Ah. Então aquele lugar no Dark Souls 3 é aqui. Por isso que lá também tem aquela parede. E lá também tinha essa armadura. Porra. Ué, eu tive que abrir pra eu sair. Hã? O quê? Ficou meando, né? Ela que acordou. É, 5 da manhã.
should be taking shape.
Someone in that team has a smoke from spawn to the doors of the. I've seen it twice now. I see a smoke immediately land towards the door. Was that the smoke that Trace was talking about?
Yeah.
Then I revealed something.
I saw Rush actually, he tweeted it, or rather ESL tweeted his smoke. He's learned one from all the way back, like T-spawn to the B doors. But and that's something I wanted to ask you, Matthew. Do you think that the removal of skyboxes is gonna need to be like watched with a magnifying glass? Because do you remember Inferno before we added skyboxes? Do you remember like from long just re-smoking deep banana 5 times from long side?
I mean, at the time, yeah, we didn't have the smoke dropping, the grenade dropping mechanism, which now we have.
Yes.
So it's a whole new barter, a whole new recipe. But in the end, yes, I think that any professional team now will have to have probably a person dedicated to think through this new mechanism. Now there's no skybox anymore. It was even mentioned at the sofa as well. Some maps use the skybox to bounce back Molotovs.
And just suddenly shooting in the back of the head. Players are jumping out of their chair or like reacting and cringing as they take the bullet. And I think part of that is why CS is so gangster, you know? It's like getting owned feels like you got owned.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you do.
Ok. Eu ia acabar de resetar a porra da van porque ele tá uma bosta, mas agora. Do as I may, no hunger, no sweet except to dream my golden one. I found good riddance to all the fates, to all the fools that stifled me. Good come and gone, then pass me by. Good riddance to all. Véi, que desgraça, mano. Eu aperto pra desviar na diagonal da direita e vai pra esquerda, velho. Nossa, eu não devia ter feito isso.
O negócio está atualizado até 2021, né? O GPT-3 e o GPT-4 é mais atualizado. É bom demais, eu estou no grupo que estou procurando demora muito tempo, vamos criação, mas ó.
É, mas não é 100% certo de ser uma resposta correta.
Por quê?
Ué, ele pode dar uma resposta que não é certa, sabe? Pior que o escudo desse cara é muito roubado, velho. Usando contra ele mesmo. E agora eu não vou pegar a arma dele, porque eu quis pegar a arma do Gungeon. Mano, ele é rápido demais pra esse peso. Eu tô com medo da fase 2 já. Começou lá. Ah. Porra, eu nem vi que acabou a podesse. Eu basicamente usei a parede pra dar o skill diagonal. Mas se eu não tivesse com esse escudo, provavelmente teria quitado faz um tempo. Porra. Pode aprovar. Para de afilar, eu falo quando eu tô com esse escudo.
Thing I wanted to test is can you use like a pedal on top of a pedal? So I'm gonna go up into the air first, and then Echo is gonna ult, and then see if they use their pedal on top of me. Here we go.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Pior que essa parte é da hora mesmo. Se demora 3 anos pra sair desse negócio, você vê aqui fora ver esse tanto de outros árvores. Eu tô com uma marca, cara. Pra que é tranquilo, velho. Só tem que prestar atenção. Mas cadê meu chamber, mano? Eu fiz sem tomar dano, cara.
Good. Pick up this high explosive grenade. Toss the grenade at the target to continue. Finally, pick up the flashbang and smoke grenade. Flashbangs temporarily blind enemies, but if you look at it when it explodes, you'll be blinded as well. Turning away from flashbangs when they're about to explode will limit the blinding effect. Smoke grenades also temporarily affect your enemy's ability to accurately attack. Very useful in crowded firefight situations. Your offensive weapons training is complete. Please advance to the next area.
You idiot! You stupid idiot! You had one job! Oh, hey look, friends. First try, let's go. And after luring one of the infamous Anne Orlando archers to his unfortunate demise, we can now begin the fight I've been most dreading this entire time. Ornstein and Smo are a hard fight for me on a good day. It takes careful planning and timing to get in damage with a normal weapon, or a healthy dose of luck, which I appear to be short on at the moment. Turns out, finding an animation where someone isn't barreling down on you with terrible intent is kinda hard in this fight, especially when you've got a weapon that takes 3 millennia to operate. But all is not lost. After changing up my armor a bit so that I could more easily get into the red tearstone range, I buffed myself prior to the fight and decided to bring the fight to them. No more waiting for an opportunity. Clearly that's for chumps. No, if you want a job done right, sometimes you just gotta go out and do it yourself. Huh, would you look at that. Results. And with Ornstein out of the way, Smo is a much easier target. He's got a bit too much health for me to bop and dodge whatever attack comes next. So, with 4 shots removed from our quiver, we can now move on to the 4 kills. Boy, sure am glad I'm cursed right now. So excited I can actually hit ghosts without using transient curses. Oh boy, so very excited! I chit-chat with Ingward for a bit, then get murdered repeatedly by the residents of New Londo, which is super great considering Firelink Shrine is currently unlit. Bot trek. Now to just let some ghosts bring me down into red tearstone range and we can— wait, stop, too much, I only needed a little bit. You know what? Let's change targets. Bed of Chaos is probably easier. Yep, much easier. So much easier. There we are. Some humanities. A key part of my plan. Now, if you all could just let me get past, I'll be on my... Oh, okay, no, sure, that's fine. I didn't want to live anyway. So, the Bed of Chaos. Sitting all the way at the end of a boss gauntlet, you'd think I'd be concerned about my arrow count. However, what if I told you there's a way to skip all of it? All it costs is 30 humanity, which we don't exactly have at the moment. Might need this later, you never know.
Definitely would not be the last. According to the video, this investigation took place a couple years ago now, in 2021. Entry number 2 picks up a year later. November 9th, 2022. An Anamade discovers that the graffiti is back and the interloper console commands start functioning again. But there's a catch. Looking into the parameters for the command, Anamade discovers a countdown. It appears that it's a ticking clock before the command disappears again like it did last time. Less than 6 hours remain. The first thing Anamade does for this video is respond to some comments from the last entry, first by explaining the different demo types. Type 1 is the most common, which are just a few seconds of rapidly spinning camera and random inputs. Type 2 consists of the player being stuck outside of the skybox before dying. Type 3s have a little more going on, having a longer runtime, but are comprised of aimless gameplay, walking into walls and pressing random keys. Though some have positive
Não é do jeito que eu achei que eu ia resolver isso aí, mas deu certo.
Gameplay at a different level.
Because, like, I was struggling. I tried to do the Jag effect rollout, fucked it up real bad, forgot the Wrangler. First time I've ever been placed in such a weird server, but you know what? I'll take it. We won. 58. Pretty good match. Like, I'm alright. It's you know, it's Gorge, and I've loved Gorge so far. Enemy team was trying to do busted Wrangler stuff, but in turn we rolled out double med to first, took second after a few Uber pushes. I even got the coveted med pick as med twice. I feel like pretty bad for this guy, right? Gets hit with a bomb, surfs it straight into my Uber saw. Their spy was accusing our Pyro of cheating, but I really doubt the bottom scoring backburner Pyro was cheating. More likely, the Pyro just spy checked and the spy got mad. I even connected a crossbow on him while he was invisible. Guy is just very predictable. 59! Another 2 med match where we just rolled the enemy team again. Turns out you can just run anything you want as long as you have 2 meds, 2 Dragon Fury Pyros, 2 meds, 1 stock, 1 Vax. Sure, it'll get you there. I'm a little concerned that
world's surface and makes up 97% of the world's water. That's something you learn in elementary school. But it's hard to truly understand and visualize that. On land, we have landmarks, canyons, mountains, things that give us something to compare to. We also spend most of our lives on land, and thus have more experience. If you drive for 7 hours straight, you may be able to cover around 500 miles. Even in sparse areas, you'll still...
Esse jogo é muito...
Tourist spots.
Foi no 60. E já foi, pô, eu nem precisei gastar, velho. Eu tava com isso aqui tudo preparado pra gastar.
Stance, I wholeheartedly cannot recommend this game for its $10 entry fee. I'm gonna put this one below the Backrooms game, but above the Backrooms. It's just mid, unfortunately. Moving on. This one, like the previous, has so much potential, but it doesn't really utilize it. Which makes sense because one of the things the devs state in this game is that it was made in Unity.
É assim que estaciona.
The Sun and Moon trainer hurt me a lot. This Soul Rock was very weird. It first used Psybeam and I saw the amount of damage and I was like, that's not a lot. So after hitting the first power up punch, I assumed I'd be fine. What I'm pretty sure happened though was Soul Rock got a low damage roll followed up by a massive high damage roll, leaving us on very low health. Soul Rock is KO'd by another power up punch, but even on +3, Lunatone still might live. I don't fancy losing Mrs. Steelvia to a Moon, that would just be stupid, and I shouldn't have to. We have Mr. Swordston, who switches in on a very weak rock throw. I don't know why it went for that, we actually would have been fine staying in. Then I tried to go for Pursuit, but of course, Lunatone hits the 60% accurate Hypnosis, putting us to sleep. We eat a Psybeam next turn. Honestly, I was waiting for the confusion, it just seemed inevitable, but it never comes, and we actually wake up on turn 1, firing off a Pursuit that does like no damage.
Agora se aprende. Pior que eu acho que caiu sem querer, velho.
Nem estos ele tem, né, velho?
É que caiu. Não, mentira, mentira. Não, você quer saber o que aconteceu, velho? Eu tava mexendo com a Butterfly, mano. Ela bateu no mouse e eu tava
jogando. É um animal também, velho.
O mouse. Dá pra você escutar o metal batendo ainda e o mouse mexendo. Ó, eu tô mexendo.
Pode descer pela escada.
Que escada?
Olha aqui, ó. Ai,
ai, meu Deus, velho. E ele ainda deu uma. Ô, velho, ele ainda jogou demais ali, velho.
Eu não consegui segurar, mano. Porque essa foi culpa minha mesmo, velho.
Controlar a porra do mouse.
Agora você aprendeu.
Ainda mete essa, agora você aprendeu.
Pegou o certo.
As quickly as I could, I decided to give High Lord Tony a try. Tony himself, easiest boss of the run so far. However, he did reveal a potential future problem. See that? See that bounce? I'm not entirely sure what's causing that. Normally, my magic blade goes right through enemies, but if this starts to become a thing for the more aggressive enemies in the game, that's gonna be a real problem.
Wait, hold on, I forgot to tell you about
So, with that looming possibility in the back of our minds, let's get on down to Demon Town. There's plenty of upgrades and Estus boosting items around, which are definitely helpful, but we're actually after one specific thing. The largest stick of them all, the Izolith staff. It may be pretty crappy now, but if I can find enough Twinkling Titanite, this twisted stick has some of the best spell scaling in the game for sorceries. So, you know.
Sort of stopped. When we look at Gravelording as what came between Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2, I think we find our answer as to why we haven't seen more of it. Making a feature like this was never a big priority for their multiplayer. This was more of an experimental feature for a broader idea that they used to like, one that they seem to not care about anymore. We can also track how the implementation of Black Phantoms evolved throughout these iterations. In Demon Souls, you could sort of consider a quasi-online event. It didn't require being online, and in fact, the most reliable way to see them in the original Demon Souls would have involved staying offline to better manage your world tendency. Make your tendency dark enough, and the extra enemies start showing up. There's no randomization, it was a guaranteed encounter if you died in human form enough times. However, just like in Dark Souls 1, the network features of Demon Souls did incorporate some aspect of the servers taking the control.
Ok. Imagina se conseguir fazer isso consistentemente, ó.
Hoje ao mesmo tempo não foi. Você não consegue matar com a Abigail, não?
Eu não quero tentar, não.
Ah, mas quem vai morrer é a Abigail, porra.
Tem quantos de vida?
Então vem pra cá, vem pra cá. Vambora daqui então, vem pra cá.
Assim,
Vem pra cá.
mas se tiver de dia eu vou morrer de fogo, né?
Então tá. Preparem.
Tá bom.
Você não veio junto, não?
Não.
Caralho, que raiva. Achei que você vinha junto.
Eu acho que é só o específico.
Acho que é só lá em cima.
Esse foi com um amigo, velho?
Oi, eu só tinha ele, caralho. Ele... Oh, mas isso foi muito engraçado, mano.